welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. I'm back in my closet. What a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And this unboxing is going to come, I think, between London and Paris vlogs. And the reason for that is because I had to do a rush unboxing on this item in my London hotel room before I packed for Paris, so as I could discard the packaging. So yeah, that's right, I tricked you in the thumbnail. I don't have the box, but I do have the bag, and that's the important part. So let's go to my unboxing in London, very dodgy, and then I will reveal to you what I got from Fendi. This is a super special unboxing to me. This is a piece that I was chasing throughout Italy and also inquired in London, and it was just so lucky that Shao turned over every stone, every box, every dust bag in the Fendi archives of the London storage facility, and he found this for me. So thank you, Shao.
This is how we do it.
Before I show you what's inside, what was inside that dust bag, can I say that you would have already seen this if you have watched some certain YouTubers' shopping vlogs from London. If you haven't watched my fellow friends, firm friends, not just virtual YouTube friends, videos of our time in London, what have you been doing? They have been filling up my community posts, that's for sure. So if you're not subscribed to me, please click the red subscribe button and then head to my community posts on my YouTube homepage, where you will see that I have shared vlogs from all of my favourite friends and content creators that I was lucky enough to catch up with over a full weekend in London town. And they happened to be with me when I went to get this piece. So, without further ado, let me reveal to you a very, very special piece from Fendi. Not for everyone, I know, but you know, don't judge too soon. I got the Fendi First in Fox. Oh my god, this is from Cruise. Spring summer. It didn't come to Australia in this colour. You might recall that Meredith has the beautiful baby pink. My friend Nadia, I'll link her Instagram below, she has the beautiful mint green. And I looked at the poppy one several times, and I think I even talked about it as the bag that got away. But I never even considered the purple because of how hard it was to get. And Shao, I asked him for the mint and the purple, and he was able to find this for me brand new. All the stickers are still on. Before you start, to get concerned about the foxes, this is made from leftovers. So this is actually a sustainable piece from Fendi. It's made from leftovers or scraps. And you can see it has this kind of ombre effect, and it's all twisted because there's many that of the fur on this bag. And fox is not classed technically as an exotic for importation purposes. So that made it easier to purchase something like this and not have to go through the pain of CITES and all of that kind of stuff. So I just have to take a breath. Fendi don't do fox anymore. And we think, my friends and I think it's because it's actually quite affordable, and it kind of takes away from the prestige of their exotics range. So I think they're going to stick to minks and other kind of, I think they've brought in bobcat and other kind of more elite furs now. So fox is no longer. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I missed my chance, because it was about this time last year that these bags were released. And to get one in the purple, I mean, I already have in that purple, I have the Nano Peekaboo, which I'll tell you why this comes in handy in a second. I have the mini sequin baguette and I have the baguette strap with the laser cut baguette as well. So if you're not familiar with the Fendi First or Fox, it has a very soft, fluffy texture, and the ends are a lot lighter. And because it's so wispy, it gives it this very beautiful ombre kind of effect, which is just gorgeous. Also, the leather F, you can see the F there, and to open the Fendi First, you just pop that button open there. Now, this one comes with a strap, but Fendi First straps they're made for it to be carried as a shoulder bag, and I'm not really a shoulder bag kind of girl. Fendi Firsts in fur usually have a leather interior, but the Fox ones have the jacquard zucca print interior. Now you just turn these little bits around so that you can attach the straps if you like. I do love carrying a Fendi First like this, or in this case I think I'll carry her like this because she's so snuggly and cute. But I said my other bags are really helpful, and here's why. I took this one on holiday with me, and the mini baguette is my favourite because I think it really rivals the Chanel mini rectangular, to be honest. But the chains are removable, and they're not adjustable, but they're a good length, but they're removable and they're a great crossbody length. But this one has the same purple as this leather on my Fendi First, which means that I can make it a really lovely, dressy crossbody bag, which I did in Paris, and I will insert some odd shots of me taken by the fabulous Meredith from Living Luxe with Meredith at the Louvre, just playing around, living our best lives. And that was the first day I wore the bag, and I so enjoyed wearing it. It was fashion week, so many people asked me about it. Yeah, I got a bit of a kick out of that, so I must admit that that was like quite a special experience. And I also wore it out for dinner that night with Meredith and Lisa from Life and Luxury in the Middle. So I will link Lisa's channel down below, with an all black outfit, black cargos, my Valentino sandals, a black blazer, and like a velvet and lace cami underneath, and this, and it was just beautiful. Actually, I didn't wear my Valentinos, I wore my Roger Viviers. And I actually put a sneak peek of this on my stories with Meredith. I'll include that picture over here somewhere so you can see. So this is my third Fendi First. I have one in raffia, one in mink, and now one in fox. And, you know, if fox is discontinued, then I am even more grateful to have this as a Fendi lover, as a purple lover, and as a textured bag lover in my handbag collection. I picked up some absolute treasures on this trip. I think by now you've probably seen my Capucine from Talmina. I will link all of these in the description box down below. My Valentino shoes, my perfect Petit Mal from Louis Vuitton that I picked up in Rome. You would have seen my London haul, which included some goodies from Fendi, Roger Vivier and Longchamp, and now this one. And guys, can I tell you, there is even more to come from Paris, and let's just say it comes in a big orange box. Yep, so if you want to hear the story about how I scored a quota bag in Paris from Hermes, subscribe, because it's an absolute kicker of a tale. Okay, yeah, that's all from me right now. I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Stick around for the rest of my holiday content if it's not making you feel sick with envy and jealousy, because you know everyone around me at the moment is sick of me talking about it. So you know, what have I got? I've got my YouTube abilities to to just keep, you know, waxing lyrical about holidays. Anyway, I've got unboxings coming from Louis Vuitton as well. I've got unboxings coming from Chanel, from 31 Rue Cambon, from Dior. Yeah, so much to share with you, so definitely come back. All right, I will shut up now and just finish off with a nice close-up of this gorgeous bag.